This is Nightly Business Report with Tyler Matheson and Sue Herrera.
When seconds count, one startup's bright idea to solve one of 911's biggest problems and help bring the emergency system into the 21st century. Tonight on Nightly Business Report for Friday, June 2nd. Bill, as you know, your smartphone probably knows where you are, but our aging 911 system wasn't built to read all the information on your phone, which makes for a dangerous equation. 70% of the roughly 240 million 911 calls that we make each year come from cell phones. That's why two young entrepreneurs in New York City are working to fix that problem.
Where you're saying you're at and where the phone shows you're at is about 5 miles apart.
It's a problem that's dogged 911 operators. Built in the 1960s, 911 works well with landline phones, but call on a cell phone and 911 gets only an approximate location, often using nearby cell towers, even if the call is made at a 911 call center.
It's roughly 4,000 meters away from where we're actually at.
That's why Joe Thomas's staff at the Sussex County Emergency Operations Center in Delaware is testing RapidSOS, software allowing the existing 911 system to read more data coming from smartphones.
It pinpoints it right on top of the building where we're located.
Michael Martin got the idea after he felt like he'd been followed home in New York City one night back in 2012.
911 call takers are doing heroic work in light of that challenge, but we're giving them basically no data to manage those calls.
In grad school, he teamed with Nicholas Horlick, who'd volunteered taking calls on an emergency hotline during college.
It was the same type of problem of someone's calling in, they're in distress, and no idea where they are.
So they co-founded RapidSOS. But perhaps more important than their tech know-how was the 4 years they spent taking input from government officials and many of the 6,500 911 call centers. In 2016, they released a free app called Haven. Last December, Harrison Dandria got lost when a thick, damp fog rolled in as he hiked in North Carolina's Blue Ridge Mountains.
Your mind just goes into frantic mode.
So he tapped the Haven app on his phone.
Operator told me to stay right where I was, and a park ranger would be there within 15 minutes, and they were.
Almost 20% of the nation's 911 call centers are using RapidSOS, but it may cover most of the country by year's end. For some, it can't happen soon enough. In 2014, an FCC study said fixing 911 location issues could save more than 10,000 lives a year.
Congress talked about it, but there hasn't been any legislation, let alone any passage of something that would make a difference.
Tom Wheeler is one of 3 former FCC chairmen who have invested in RapidSOS.
They have built a platform that can be applicable in multiple kinds of situations, not just 911 calls.
Those situations, upgrades to home security, car monitors like OnStar, and wearable health devices are where RapidSOS hopes to make money.
If this were on a health wearable device, this screen's going to have health information, heart rate, blood pressure. If it's coming from a connected car, now it's a picture of the car. Where was the impact, airbags deployed, who was wearing a seatbelt, how many people were in the vehicle.
The cost? About $3 to $10 a month. It could be a small price to pay.
The enormity of what it is we work on here, I think that affects everybody on our team. I mean, that's what really drives all of us.
This is technology that's going to have the power to save a lot of lives.
RapidSOS expects to begin rolling out upgrades to those consumer products later this year. And there's more it can do for the 911 system as well. If a phone has a camera, it can put out a video feed, which a 911 operator can get to first responders, giving them a chance to see what they're getting before they actually arrive on the scene. It's a great idea. That does it for us tonight on Nightly Business Report. I'm Sue Herrera. Have a great weekend, Bill.
You too, Sue. Everybody else, you have a great weekend, too. We'll see you on Monday.